vibes with the Tommy Cass Williams Show. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cass Williams Show. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cass Williams Show. Positive vibes, all right.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Positive vibes. Hey, how you doing, folks? Happy Tuesday. Yep. Welcome to the show. So, we made it back. Got some new faces. I see Rodney Moore and the positive energy. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cass Williams Show. Welcome aboard, folks. Welcome aboard. Thank you for coming. We got an interesting show for you this evening. We actually have a couple people passing through. And I'm just the trigger man, getting things started. I'm going to see if I can get this a little bit clearer right here. That might have been right there. Getting pretty good at this. Positive vibes. Jay Lewis, how you doing? Barb, how you doing? Melissa Golden, what's up out in Cali? Cali. Hope everybody had a good day, eventful day, safe day. Made it a memorable day, most importantly. Nothing like memories, good memories. Yep. All right, so let's just warm things up here. Rodney had something to say earlier. Oh, Rodney. Thank you very much, Rodney. Real positive. I like that. It's food for thought. Hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, folks, you subscribe. Well, I guess some of you are subscribers because I guess you got the alert that I'm on here. Good. I'm glad. So glad. Michael Stewart, hey, how you doing? I'm waiting for my first guest to come on in. Should be an interesting conversation. It'll be a kind of quick one. It's an old friend of the show coming on, and we're just going to have a little discussion. Yeah. Just a little conversation I had along the way. Louise, I know you're going to enjoy the show this evening. It should be a very good one. Let me call my guest to make sure that she's on the way.
Hey, Tommy.
So, folks, I just wanted to share with you while we have this brief moment. My wife just passed this cupcake, Timmy. It's a cupcake. You know why? You know why it's a cupcake, everybody? You know why I got the cupcake? And the cherry on top? To support my wife. That's why. You know, she does something pretty major on this channel. You know, if you haven't noticed, because I know I have, channel is flooded with women, right? Flooded with women. What does that mean? Nothing. People are people. I'm not a chauvinist. Just something I've been taking inventory of along the way. But I will parlay that into my next statement. My wife is actually doing something here in the channel that's really nice, and I think that it's very thoughtful and well thought out, and that is having women lead the content and the dialogue in the chat periodically. So every Wednesday and Sunday, everybody at 9 o'clock, you can catch the show. Want to say the name of the show, Nick? Meeting in the powder room. I had a little brain freeze right there. I didn't talk myself. I was like, oh God. Why? Meeting in the powder room. How could I forget? So that's what it's all about. And that's what the topic is right there with my wife. You know, she meets with an array of women, you know, and they get together, powerful women. They get together and talk about various topics and things. But in the meanwhile, my guest just showed up and we're going to go ahead and move things forward. Juanita, thanks for coming back. You were great last night, by the way. Thank you so much. So many of you all who've landed on this channel. I really do appreciate you all. For you winos who made it in, you're now dubbed the official Tommy Cats. I'm not trying to strip Tasha K of her deeming you the winos, but you know, when you come on this side of town, you know, it's love, baby. It's love. We are the Tommy Cats, and I appreciate you. So my guest showed up. I just want to go ahead and give a couple more quick shout outs. Bev, how you doing? China Black, hola. And thank you, China Black, for all that you do as well. Appreciate you. The real Cynthia, how are you? Not a thing, Cynthia. Not a thing. Welcome aboard. Well, you must know this other guy, Mike. You guys, well, I tell you, 2 peas in a pod. All right, so we're good. All right, well, here we go. Sparkle, before I even started off, this is your night. All right, so without further ado, I don't know who's been watching these videos along the way, but you know, we have somebody who comes on with plenty of lively personality, just a gem, a true gem to the show. We've had our roads. And one thing that I can say is it's very, very easy and delightful to speak with is Sparkle. Very, very unique. And the uniqueness is truly in the personality. I find that definitely conversationalist, very animated, very forthright, and very real. Real talk. So this is Sparkle, ladies and gentlemen. Sparkle, how you doing tonight?
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I am here. The queen is here.
All right. You know, you always get me going with the whole little right. Okay.
Thank you. I love to my sister Wendy, yes, and to my brother Tommy.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes. And I see you got mommy back there. I love to Mama Shirley.
Yeah. This is one shot. Yep, that is never going to get too old for me. You know, this
never, because that's
classic.
my heart. But I was on another panel, but yes, I had to come see my boy. You know that. And love to the winos who are now officially Tommy Cat winos. That's what we'll call them. Let's merge them together. Because y'all better get ready to get twirled on this cruise, honey. Woo!
Now, Sparkle, you're a wino as well, though, right?
I pop in every now and then.
Okay, so you're a wino. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm a wino. I subscribe.
We all winos.
Yeah, I'm a
honey,
wino.
In these days, you need to be a wino. Tasha's on actually right now, so shout out to her.
Big shout out. Yeah. I'm actually with a lot of people's pages and stuff like that. So
me too.
If you have a page or whatever have you, email me. or whatever. There's a lot of times, I'm checking for you just like you're checking for me. So I'm looking, I'm poking, I'm trying to see, okay, oh, this is what the person looks like. Okay, cool. I see. Little profile picture, little this, little that. No judgment. Really just nice to meet you all.
Exactly.
So listen, so we're on here. We met before Pride month, right? Well before Pride month.
Yeah, we met. I think. Let me see. When did the bump in the road happen with you and Wendy? I don't know. Maybe a little. Well, actually, maybe a little before then. I think I checked you out, but I didn't really like.
Oh
You know.
wow.
Stuff.
Yeah, so
But
it's been over a year. It's been over a year then.
it's
It's
been
been about a
okay.
year. It's been about a
More than
year.
that. Yeah, it's been
Oh
about
my
2 years.
gosh.
Yes, you are my heart. You are my special star.
It's
Yes, but
crazy it's crazy how time goes by, and
it
we're here. I mean, for all for what it's worth, this is a relationship, people. You know,
exactly.
I mean, this is millennium type stuff.
Yeah.
No longer is it flesh and touching and saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And that's my friend because we just did this. We're spending time just like anybody else spends time. As a matter of
Mhm.
fact, it's meaningful time because I think you absorb more in the internet than in your in person and stuff. There's so many distractions and things because generally you're communicating and you have different ambiances to your friendship, like different locations. You might be at the mall, might be at a restaurant, you might be at home,
Nice
quiet place, just
approach.
talking. But one
Yes.
thing's for certain: whenever we get together, I don't know about you all because having hosting this thing, I have no choice but to pay attention and give all my attention to the channel. So I really do deem you all my friends.
Yes, Tommy. That's why we love you. You're so organic. It's like the show brings a sense of therapy.
Oh man, thanks. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yes. Love to
So,
everybody in the chat. Um, so where you want to start, Tommy? Because
all right, good. And I appreciate your enthusiasm and stuff and giving me this opportunity. We've known Sparkle now for some time for many of us. And I said, you know what? When Sparkle comes on, Sparkle comes on with a lot going on, trying on different outfits. We always like to see the little mini fashion show going on, the twirling around like she's on a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round. Everything, everything, the nice wittiness that you deliver and everything. But Sparkle wasn't always Sparkle,
no poet.
and so you're getting a little
Uh,
shy there, huh? Ah,
yeah.
yeah, you got the hair tucked, the hair. Oh, yeah. So we're just so listen, Sparkle. So there was a time. Tell me about childhood. How did it all begin? How did all this begin with you?
Gosh, let's go down the yellow brick road. Okay, well, start. I was about, let me see. I was a good, I think
Now,
about
first,
two or three.
first of all, you're in the community, and just explain some things because I don't know, and you always even trail off in the LGBTQ blah blah blah. And so
Yes.
I'm just trying to understand what's your stance in the community.
What
Yes,
sparkles world?
yeah,
I'm just in the community. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm just in the community. I'm an innovator, but I'm with all communities. Because I can talk to a Chinese person, an Asian person, a Spanish person, a Mexican, a Black, a Jew, anybody. As with Danny's so cool. Like I would have never thought I would meet you guys. I actually, like I was telling you the other day, it's like surreal because I never thought I'd actually be talking to you and on a panel with you, co-hosting with you.
yeah.
Um, I started when I was about, always knew I was gay since I was like 2, 3. But I started. I knew in my mind I was a woman when I was 2 or 3 years old. So, but I still had played the gay role, still had little crushes on girls, and
So
but
wait
still
now.
confused.
Okay, so 2-3 is awfully early to be.
Yes.
I mean,
Mhm.
I remember Wendy got bit in the stomach by her
Oh wow.
friend, by her neighbor. And I also remember Wendy getting trampled by a horse.
Oh
I
wow.
remember kicking my shoes through a window when I used to loosen my shoes and then kick them off. You know how you do that? And they went out the window, and my father was mowing the lawn. and I got tore up because I used to always do that, and he used to always
Did
tell
it
me to
hit him?
stop. I remember doing certain things, but two, three, don't remember. I think Also, I had a friend of mine, Lee Feldman, down the street, and I do remember going, hanging out and riding the big wheels. But I think that might have been four or five. So two or three. Let's speed it up just a little bit and see. Okay, childhood classes. You're in school. Did you feel was it going on in grade school? I'm saying elementary school. I'm going to try to take it to like K through 5 through fifth grade. Fifth
Yes.
grade.
I mean, I have problems, not problems. I had like behavior. Hey, Boogie, I have behavioral, not behavioral problems. I don't know. My mind wasn't there. Like, I mean, I didn't like get into work. I was a normal kid. I like to play and be rough and, but I was more into it with the girls as well. Like, I could relate to all sides. Like, the guys, they used to be like, oh, they'll tease me or whatever. Oh, that's a sissy or this, that, and the third. But then, like, you get one or two of those, like I always get now. But most of the guys they wanted to be with me because I was with the girls. Like I would get all the pretty girls, like have be friends with all the pretty girls, and
Yeah.
I could talk to anybody. Like so, like now I could talk to anybody. I could talk to Wendy or anybody just as easy as I'm talking to anybody on the street.
Hmm.
So it's like I don't know. I just always had that sparkle, I guess, if you want to say that. But
Yeah.
I think that um people are curious by nature. So everybody wants to know, what led me down the road. Like you got all these fine women. Why would you want to be, gay, or why would you want to be into men? So it's just something that I knew, and then I can always relate to women. I can talk to them, and I can like get into their emotions. I could, even though now, like some of the people in the chat, I could feel the emotions. That's why sometimes I have to back up because I think I'm an empath.
Yeah.
And like I can feel when people are depressed. I can feel when people are crying when they're sad because I'll just start crying out of nowhere, which is crazy. Like with Wendy, like she's an off beaten path, and I always relate myself to her because it's like we know each other. Like I seen that we was at her birthday party a couple of years ago, and I was standing right behind her, and Kevin was like, I was like, oh my God, where's Wendy? I want to say happy birthday, and they were supposed to give me the mic to host the party, but I didn't know, so I'm like, oh my God. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, this is the pink carpet thing. We were on the pink carpet in New York City. I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't know Wendy and Kevin was right behind me walking in the place. I'm like, oh my God. And when we got upstairs and she sat on the couch and I'm like, where's Wendy? I want to say happy birthday to her. So I said to Kevin, so he was like, she right there in front of you. I'm like, I looked down, I was like, oh, happy, and I leaned down, I was like, happy birthday, honey. She was like, oh my God, thank you. And then Kevin was like, give her the mic, give her the mic. I'm like, oh my God. So the next time I was like, nah. So we jammed to the music. Then I went downstairs and I put on the show. I was dancing with the couch. Oh my God. The DJ was like, oh my God, mama, you are tearing that couch up. I see you. I was like, it's
Okay.
like I am the show. Everybody are just like,
And I can
oh
see it. I can see it
yeah,
happening. The life of the party and everything like that, and definitely
yeah,
one to have the women around.
yeah,
You're quite the consummate fashionista. So
yes.
so I do see that how women would be
Attract me. Yes,
would it be
yes,
attractive? Yeah, yeah, because it's not like you're just coming with what somebody would say she's different. You're also
indeed.
coming with a sense of fashion, a sense of
Style. Yes,
style, a
yes,
sense of in the know. I mean, you stay like I'm looking at the sparkle of today. Back
yeah.
then, who knows? You might have had the prettiest lunchbox. I have no idea.
And
Did you have a
no, I
lunchbox?
had like
Did
regular.
you
I
did,
mean, I
did
had
you did
regular.
you did you did you do the parasol or did you do the umbrella?
What you
Did
mean
you
the power?
the
I probably
parasol?
had no. Probably I like the Spider Man or the Power Rangers. I used to love the Power Rangers,
Oh
and of
yeah.
course I used to love the pink one. I forgot her name. That was me. Oh my God. One of them was black, and one of them was like Asian, I think.
Yeah.
But I used to love the Power Rangers. I used to love the Rugrats, which I always relate to you as Tommy Pickles. That's
Yeah,
why I call
yeah.
him that.
I know it.
Yes, and
Good stuff.
yeah, but I was just like, and then I used to watch before I, really found out about Brandy. I used to love Moesha. I used to run home to watch the Parkers, Rugrats, Moesha. Like I had to be home because I watched this because it was like my life is. I wouldn't say a fairy tale, but it was like it's like a soap opera basically.
Tell me this now: where you live now, is that pretty much your hometown?
No, I'm from the Bronx, but
Okay. So all right. So now, because I also know that so when you go out, you dress as a woman
yes.
primarily. I mean, there probably are some certain things. I know we've had some discussions, and sometimes depending on who you're with or what's going on, you might throw on some jeans or some slacks or
And
something,
yeah, something. Yeah,
and
depending on like
something different.
family issues. Yeah, that's
Right.
basically like more of my father's family because they're more churchy, like I was saying before,
Yeah.
and they don't. I ain't gonna say they don't accept it. They don't understand, or they don't. I guess they don't. They feel like maybe a man's role is a man, a woman's a woman. Like they're traditional. So
Yeah.
even though I have to live for me, so even if that excludes me from some things, because I have to be who I am, then
Then
that's
then
what
it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you to be
exactly.
apart, and that's fine. You know,
Yeah,
and I can get it. I get it.
yeah,
Um, huh. It's just so interesting. People are people.
yeah.
And I think I learned how this whole situation of life goes probably early on with the whole Wonderama show, and this is way
Oh, yeah.
before. Now, is that before you, Sparkle?
That's before
Wonderama,
me, but yeah, I
Bob
used to like more.
McAllister.
I I think I
Kids are people.
no,
Kids are people.
no, but I have
Kids are people too.
older
Yeah.
soul. Everybody tells me so. Like I was raised
Yeah.
with my grandmother. I mean, I had my father's family, but
Mhm.
I was more closer to my mom's family because they were more non-traditional. They just thought I was the little gay boy running around, like whatever. And my grandmother used to always say, God rest her, she used to always be like, listen, a gay person could be your best, sometimes be your best friend. So, I don't care what nobody say. And then I was 1 pound 11 ounces, so she stayed in the hospital with me because I was born at 5 months.
Wow.
So yeah, I was like a pencil, well, not even like a smaller than a little number two pencil. And my
Huh.
dad wouldn't even know me, so it was like it's a deep story, but and I don't want to cry because oh god, but it was like a fight for me to survive. So, and then my mom was like, the place that I was in when you had to be intubated was so depressing. It's like all these kids in there, because it was a girl in there that she said it was smaller than me and she died. So I was like, oh my God.
Wow. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
very
and then
depressing.
then we're talking about a different era too. When
Yeah,
when
you had
yeah.
drugs, not, drug era and that's why I say a lot of these 90s, well, I'm not gonna say all 90s kids. You have some exceptions and some smart 90s kids, some not smart 80s kids, but you also have some crazy, 70s kids, 60s kids, 50s kids. We have
Mhm.
people, like you said, and people relate to, I guess, what they can associate with. So,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
but I just like to have fun. I mean, when I go out to the clubs, people still confuse me. They don't know. I mean, women, cisgender, well, I'm not going to say cis because women don't like that word. I don't understand why. But natural born women, they pull me in the women's bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, why would you
I
do
was
that?
going to ask. So do you hit the men's room or the women's room?
I hit the men's room. Well, I hit the men's room, but I'm no, I'm woman friendly to the women's room, but I don't go in. I mean, their bathrooms are so nice in there. I'm like,
Mm.
oh my God, why they don't make the men's bathroom like that? But like, and it's not really a problem. It's like it's only a problem with like the so-called bouncers and the trade, basically the ones who want a piece but they don't know how to ask.
Mm.
And it's like crazy. It's like, or they rather hate because they're like, oh, he might get all the attention or whatever. So, they like, oh, you can't be, because I went to one club, which I actually showed on here when I went to Woodmere, Long Island. And the
Hmm.
people, I'm not dancing on the floor, like literally on the floor. Like we get like they play house music and I go into it. Like they play the Sound Factory music, Zanzibar, the Club 80, all the good house music.
You got the powder in your pocket.
And yes, and we dance and dance and dance. Like Tommy, do you know Tommy Allen? Rest in peace of Tommy Allen and DJ Lance.
Mm.
Have you ever met him?
You remember John Robinson, the DJ
I
John
heard of
Robinson?
that name. I heard of that
Yeah,
name.
that was a friend of mine's brother. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I pretty much from like 5 to let me see, because I follow Wendy from back when, like I think a little bit before Kiss, and maybe right when she started on Kiss. And I was hooked ever since because Wendy is just a off-beaten person. Like, and then she's so bold with her career. Like, certain things that people would be dare to say, like, "Oh, the celebrities were doing this last night,
Mhm.
or they were doing that." I mean, she could say it with no ease, bad her tongue, nothing. She just say it
Yeah.
and keep it moving. And I
Yeah.
always admire that. And then when I met you, it's like, oh wow, here's a different part. Here's a more level person. Like Wendy just is off the chain.
Yes.
Yeah, you more relaxed and calm, but you
Yeah.
still have that fire in you. Like
Yeah.
one show with me and Teresa, when Teresa was kind of on the verge and Maurice's getting into it, you came and I seen the fire. I'm like, they done got Tommy started.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I was
you know
like,
what you know what I'm always for I'm always for the underdog. Hence, this is why I
yeah,
want to take time out for you, Sparkle. I think that
yeah,
the world can be such a cold place.
yes, it
Um,
can.
and there's a lot of times that I catch you and um I catch you when you're out and about.
Yeah,
Sometimes I see your videos when you're walking along outside and you're running your errands or
yeah.
whatever, or going someplace.
Mhm.
And I say, that's a real strong-willed person. That's a strong person right there because, for you to push through with all that's out there, all the negativity, all the things that are
Mhm.
out there, and just, stay steady on your course. I think that's fantastic. And I really do
Thank
commend you and look up to your strength with that, you
you.
know?
Same for you. Same for you. Because
Yeah.
I'm like when you first came on, I hate to keep going back to the Wendy and you debacle, but it was like it seemed like everybody was either Team Wendy or Team Tommy. So I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? I feel like Wendy was wrong in that instance. At least as far as Mama Shirley part, because that's the heart of the family. No matter your mother's always the heart. I mean, your father's there too, but your mother's always the heart of your family. Like no doubt, most of them. I mean, you have some who have issues. Like my mom had issues, but trust me, as a single mother, nobody couldn't touch her. Period. And that's the only woman I aspired to be like. So you know,
Mhm.
so it was like it was just different. And I would always I don't know. I just always related more to women. I mean, I see where men are coming from because I see some of the women are high strung and like, oh, I don't need no man and this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
Sometimes let a man be a man. They
Yeah.
want to open the door, be chivalrous. I can see all sides of everything. At least
Yeah.
I try. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times men could be kind of roguish in the sense of
And yeah, the ego, the
we
male.
we,
Yeah.
we don't want to we don't want to show our true emotion, and I think that's one thing that I've always managed to be able to do. And I
Mhm,
think growing up in a household where everybody gets a chance to speak, and
mhm,
we're all kind of a little bit loud and like to grab the mic and get a chance to do our own thing. um,
mhm.
it's nice to also you want to say get your point, but you also want to sit back and listen. And that's what we talked about
Listen,
that before too. Sometimes it's
yes,
nice to just
you
give
always
like
told me.
give that 3 second break just to see was that person done with what they were saying, because the last thing you want to do is turn somebody away because of the inability to communicate effectively, and then
Mhm.
the content is now watered down, and then what happened, what just happened, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
sometimes if you take that
And
moment, it can make a big difference.
yes, and sometimes you can admit, like my mom always say, you can miss the jewel of what the person is saying. Because I
Yes.
used to be always, I'm used to as a bad habit that I gotta still work on, but I've kind of managed it as well.
You're
Like if
doing well.
somebody's talking,
Mhm.
you gotta listen first to see what they're saying. Like I just jump right in because sometimes I'll forget what I'm saying, and maybe I don't mean to do it. Like I don't want to miss or forget what I'm saying because stuff will go in my head and then it'll go right out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh God, what? Then it take me like almost 20 minutes to remember is that pregnancy pause. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck was I saying? And then
Yeah.
it'll come back to me like, oh shoot. That's why I do that a lot. And I don't mean to do it on purpose. I think it's just bad habit.
You know
But
something? Hey, listen, something. You know something? That's a perfect example of and
mm,
why I wanted you on here. A lot of times people get the wrong perception, and
mm,
um, and this is something that I think is important, and it is. I talk to my parents. I used to tell my mother all the time, both my parents. They say all the time. I say, the best thing that you can give me in my life is understanding. Just
mm,
just try to understand me.
Yes.
You know, I'll do the best I can at laying it out so that you could understand me. And if you fall short of understanding me, let me know so I could try to reroute and come at you with a way of more clarity. But you know, please just try. Don't give up. Don't give up on me, and don't think that you know me without me being able to present all of me.
Myself to
And
you. Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
And so this is not an opportunity. And so it brings me back to this moment. And it's nice because, you know, we have Maurice coming back on this evening. We also have Danny coming through. And these are all people that, you know, we've all shared the floor with before. And I think, and Maurice is down in the backstage right now. And I'm sure, and I'm going to ask him when he comes up, I'm sure that he's seeing a different sparkle, you know, and because I'm feeling it now, even while we're talking. I told him, I assured him, and I knew it because we talked, and I always knew what you were capable of because we have conversations, and when we're talking on the phone, it's a little different. It's the same as being on here sometimes because we both get
but it's
live
just a
and
little more
animated.
personable.
But it's more personable. You know, a lot of times I'm in the midst of things, and I'm like, all right, look, I only have a moment. Let me just talk, please. Sparkle, can I finish saying what I'm going to say? You know, and then, you know, along that path, you know, you tend to be able to kind of iron out the kinks. And then just like a habit, you know, of 30 days of doing anything forms a habit, you know, so habitually, if we're always lending that moment or that that additional second for the next person to gather their thoughts, you know, the chat's gonna, the viewers are gonna see the difference and everything like that, and we're gonna be able to have a more polished presentation for the people and for us for this channel. But I thank you so much, Sparkle. You know, it's just nice to be able to have you know, regular conversation. Look, you know, and you know something great. Even the only thing that I'm going to say is we talked the last time. Whenever we have it, and you know, now having you on here, I'm frothing right now because I'm like, wow, this is like great because I have so many assignments for you. And I see. Don't start that. Boy, I know when you start winding up, I'm getting you all happy. You know, next thing you know, the camera's gonna be up here to me. Look at me, I'm the belle of the ball. You know, take it easy. It's like
you only do it.
Yeah. So yeah, but it does get exciting, and it's nice that, you know, I think we're similar in the way we you know, all the time. Truly, I like just calling out. I think I'd be like a Tarzan. Yeah. I just like to just make noise sometimes. Sometimes I'm just making noise.
And Wendy does it too. Yes.
Yeah, I just go through the day and I'm skip, scap, skiddly, da, do, that. Hey, how you doing? All right.
Okay. That's so funny though. It's funny. We are characters, and I love this show because we can go from something serious to something that's funny and just like it's like a therapy session. Actually,
yes, it is.
You know, I love all the people in there come up. Like even we had me, you, and Bobby that night. We stayed up to 3 a.m. for your, I think for your birthday, and my dress fell in the toilet. Oh my God, we have good nights. We have good nighs, you know. And then even with the Wendy show when I went, it was nice, and we had Suzanne there. She was coaching the people. What's his name? His name is Mario or Marlo, something gorgeous. The guy, the type guy, and then I was sitting right next to DJ Sus One, and I'm so upset because my DVR, because I set it to where it deleted the Thursday I was on and only went from that Friday because I think my DVR needed more space, but I meant to leave it, you know, set it so where it could delete when I tell it to delete. But it was nice. The show was very nice. I actually got to sit right by the couch and they kept moving it. I was like, well, damn, is Wendy hiding backstage? What's going on? And then Sherry was there and Sheila E. Shout out to her. Oh, God, 64 girl. That lady don't look a day over 24. She is fabulous. Love to you, Sheila E. and Sherry. But definitely nobody can take the place of the queen. How y'all do it? Oh,
yeah. So Sparkle's telling about the visit to the show. She went on the show a couple weeks ago, and Sherry Shepherd was hosting, and it was a lot of fun. Sent some pictures and stuff. So, you know, maybe we could put those pictures up. As a matter of fact,
maybe towards the end.
Yeah, you did send it. So Maurice will be coming in and stuff, and you know, he's very technical.
Yes, he is. Hey, Danny back there too.
You know what? I'm gonna throw Danny, I saw in the chat. Danny, if you're there and if you
come
Can you?
backstage then.
Yes. Send me a text and let me know if you were successful in receiving the link that I had sent. All right.
Yeah, but what do you think, Tommy? What do you think about this R. Kelly saga? Because that's just what it is, a saga.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't been
Following.
looking at the latest and stuff like that. What I mean, what's the
I was
absolute
just on. Oh, go
latest?
ahead. I'm sorry. See, I did it again.
Yeah, no. What's the latest though?
Yeah.
You're doing a lot better. You're doing. Hey,
I was
listen.
just on Joke No Joke panel, and it's too much going on. Sharon Wimbush, shout out to her. I gotta send her your information, like I told you. This guy Don Russell, he was actually on Tasha K's too. Tasha K always in the fire of something. Tasha K did an interview a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, with Don Russell and Carrie Kelly, who I actually spoke to, Rob's brother,
Mm-hmm.
one of his brothers, and they were in. I think she flew to Chicago or something like that, but in any event, Don took it upon himself to go in a storage warehouse where R. Kelly kept a lot of his masters and stuff that he had, and took it and just packed it up and took it to his mom's basement. And these people are on Choke No Jokes panel. Shout out to him because I was just on there. I was getting ready to light Don's so-called lawyer up. She gets up there and she goes, all of these people are presenting people hearsay. They don't have facts, and it's not right that when people didn't get what they wanted from Don, now all of a sudden they are upset and they turning on Don. She's like, and first of all, I was a Don. I was critical of Don, and I ended up calling him and cursing him out and giving him the business. I'm like, oh, so are you sleeping with him or what's going on? Because like Sharon is up there, and Chuck just had an interview with her, I think yesterday, that I put together.
D-Rock, you have the
And
link out there, man.
Yeah, and she's like, first of all, anything that any of Robert's property, that's like if Tommy, if you had some property and God forbid you go to jail, and Maurice goes and takes it, or Danny goes and takes it upon, well, I go and take it upon themselves, and you put it a certain place, and you tell nobody not to, it's unspoken rule that nobody touches the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he takes it upon himself, take not one truckload, not two truckloads, he take 3 truckloads of stuff, masters and stuff that does not belong to him.
Oh.
So now, by law, you're in possession of stolen property while this case is going on. And Sharon is trying to explain that to them. And this guy gets up there, D-Bosky or something, and he's like, well, I talked to Don. I had an interview with Don, and I came to his house, and he starts pulling out trophies and this, that, and the third. It's not yours. It doesn't matter what he has. It's not yours. He ended up taking the trophy somehow, and he has it. And then Choke No Joke is like, why are you in possession of, the feds are watching this stuff. Like, why are you in possession of it? He's like, oh, then he switches the story. I'm not in possession of it. Well, it's too late now because you done said you had it and you showed it on your channel. And that's a possession of stolen property. That's why I put in the comments. I was like, well, by law, I hope when they drag you and subpoena you into this case, that I hope you can present that you are in possession of the stolen property, because Don's not going to take the fall for you because he has the case himself. And Sharon was trying to explain that to them, and then this nutcase lady gets up there talking about, everybody, once they're not getting nothing from Don Russell what they want, then it's a problem. Right is right is right is right and wrong is wrong. It's crazy. Just like speaking of the Wendy. No, I hate to keep relating this to the Wendy situation, but she was wrong in her instance. Because even though you have the bigger platform, she was wrong. Not to even show up to Mama Shirley's funeral. I mean, but everybody has their reasons. But at least give your dad some type of explanation. That's crazy. And that's why I always stick up with you, because I'm like, well, Tommy's right in that situation.
Well, you know what, Sparkle, and I appreciate the allegiance and all that, and 5-star general salute. But you know what?
Yes,
but there is no battle, and there is no,
no, I mean not now, because I know the haters
like
don't
that.
want that.
But there is no right and wrong. The fact of the matter is that this beautiful woman behind me, it was.
Hello?
This beautiful woman behind me, Sparkle.
Yes.
Let's not regress. Let's not digress. Onward
Yes.
and upward. Excelsior.
Positive vibes. Yes, Tommy Rami.
Positive vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, look, we missed we
Yes.
miss a great woman, and
Oh, she's still
hey,
around.
it happens. Look, I'm not going to go backwards. We're forward motion.
Yeah. Well, I'm not just saying,
Everybody,
no, I
look,
don't
hey,
mean
look,
no.
look. I know, but look,
Yeah.
don't start none.
Well, be none exactly. Yes, but
All right,
I'm
thank
just
you.
saying
All
people
right,
just make
look,
up
hey, look,
anything.
Sparkle, please put a
A
plug in
little
it.
one, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
don't take it easy. Don't do it.
Yeah. So what else you want to know, Tommy? Because it actually was about me. But love to the channel.
Yo, Brandon Sergio.
Hey, Brandon, I
What's
saw you. I
going
was watching the
on,
other.
Brandon? BT
Hey,
in
Mr.
the house.
Brandon. Yeah, I actually had him on my Facebook because I took him off because I'm trying to revamp my Facebook because
All right.
I only take good people on there. But what else you want to know, Tommy? This is great.
Well, I'm not spent now. I always keep a couple quick questions in the clip. But I have Bamboo up here. I have Maurice. He's my cousin right there. He's going to come on up. And I also have D-Rock coming. Danny Rockmama. He is my friend for many, many years. Just want to go ahead and let people know because we have an influx of a lot more people that came over from the Tasha K's channel. And I always want to embrace them and also fill them in as we move forward so that they know all the pieces of the puzzle and all the moving parts that go on in this channel. And you know what, winos? Or should I say Tommy Cats by way of the wine bottle, you too can be up on this platform as well. I don't see why not. We have plenty of space. So yeah. So look, without further ado, I want to bring up Maurice and Danny. So everybody, round of applause for Danny and Maurice.
And that's
Hey,
Tommy. That's
hey,
Chucky and that Phil.
what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
people?
Bamboo. Hey,
What a lovely show you're carrying on.
What's up, Danny?
What's up, Maurice? I texted you earlier. Check your text out. No need, no emergency.
Oh, okay.
Just saying hello to you. Yes.
Okay, got you. How you been?
Excellent. Been doing some business. Yeah, doing some merchandising and things like that.
Okay.
That's about it, for my thing. And it's nice hearing from Tommy. I heard from Tommy today. It was good. And this is an interesting conversation. Sparkle is telling everybody about how she grew up, right? Is that what's going on? You're telling everybody about your life?
certain parts of it, because there's some crazy parts. There's some lessons. There's a lot of parts. Like Teresa was saying, as you grow older, I'll start to handle things a little better. So, I think I go first.
How's it going, Sparkle?
Hey, listen,
Bamboo.
before we unleash the fellas with additional questions to Sparkle, I want to go ahead and give a commercial break. Oh, shucks. And it's not going to be anything, Danny, I'm going to try to bring up the song for the ladies.
Yeah, bring the Powder Room song.
The Powder Room.
Did I make a video of it? I don't remember.
Check it out, everybody.
No. So check it out, everybody. We got the Powder Room. We got to go ahead and check out the new song for my wife, Anita D, or Anita, her new segment. So let me see what I got on here.
Yeah, shout out to the cupcakes. I meant to say that when I first came on here. I love them. They are fabulous.
I got a new song I put out. If you want to see the song, you could actually see a video. It's really just a still picture, but you get to listen to the song. If anybody wants to listen to it, just go. I'll just type the address, the YouTube address. Matter of fact, I don't know the YouTube address, so I'll type it in later because I don't want anyone to leave this room. But I want to hear your input on this new song that I have out, and I'll type it in later. I promise. How's that?
Sounds good. Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I did.
What are you doing, Pickles? Hey, Chucky and Phil. That's what I'm gonna call Danny and Maurice. Chucky and Phil.
Chucky and who?
Chucky and Phil from the Rugrats.
Oh,
I'm Angelica and the rest of you.
Chucky and Phil. But the song
Chucky
I did work on was related to this show. Because somebody on this show mentioned a good song, and then I decided to make my own rendition of it. I enjoy making originals these days, but I said, let me make a rendition of that particular song. It was Nita's song. Renita had an idea to play a song, and that's how it happened. I thought I'd talk a little bit about that.
Cool.
Hey, Brandon Sturgill.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Okay, so what you been up to, Maurice? While Tom Pickles is trying to get that together.
Well,
y'all got any questions for me?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that, I heard your story and part of your story, and it was very, very interesting. There's so many different things that, we don't know about you. And, I just think that just to get to know a person, I think is important, to have that conversation, so.
And then you can understand why people, some people do actions, the way they are, or why things are happening. Not saying that every action or reaction is good or positive, but some things people have to grow up and learn how to deal with things. Nobody has all the answers. So
it's good to learn about people to lessen and prevent conflicts.
Yes, exactly, and keep it positive vibes, right, Tommy?
Yeah. That's right, buddy.
So I had a couple of questions. I mean, I
know you do, Mr. Chucky. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, was there a father in your life?
Of course, my father. He's there, but my father. That's what I was meant to tell Time. My father's there, but how can I say this? My father's like you, more militant. Like my grandfather. He's like my grandfather, more militant and more.
Here we go with the militant.
Yes, you are militant. Even Tommy said you are militant. You're not militant. You can come out your shell, but you have more of a strong stance. Like,
let me be honest. Let me be honest and transparent. Let me be honest and transparent.
What?
Let me be honest and transparent for a minute, all right? Because you're being honest and transparent. Let me do my part. Okay, so I went through a few things in life, and I was out there, and I struggled with certain things, and I've seen the bad part of life, and I've also seen the good, fun part of life. I come from a good family, but I was always like the black sheep of the family, and so I can relate to the struggles. You understand what I'm saying? So
you down to earth, basically, like me.
Yeah. So when you see that, what I'm doing right now, right, is because the Most High spared my life, right, and I gave him a promise, and I said to him, I said, listen, if you spared my life and you spared my life and you let me make it through this, I promise you that I will continue to be strong and do what's necessary to elevate and push people and help and do your work.
Excuse me 1 second.
You know what I'm saying? And do your work. And so the reason why I'm like this is because, first of all, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do technical stuff, as you see what Tommy's going through right now.
Yes.
It takes a lot. And in order to build a production and to have young people to follow you, you have to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot be a follower. You can listen, but you still have to lead. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is that you trust me to lead you in the right direction.
Oh wow! Yes. Hey, everybody in the chat.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't say hello to everybody in the chat. I forgot about the chat.
Well, I can only see me, Tommy, and D-Rock.
So we
What do we got going in the video today?
What are you saying, Tommy?
Nothing. I'm gonna.
What are you saying, Tommy? This like
I
the
don't know,
IMAX
man.
theater at Disney
It's-
World. When you get on those Disney World. When you get on those. Yeah,
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
video
a
about,
little too
Tom?
much
yeah,
happening.
that's
Video about,
Uh,
No, we have to mute ourselves. We all have to mute.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
something.
Nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I can't do it, man.
yeah. And see, Maurice, that's where you come in. He said he
Were you
praises
trying
you.
to pull up a video?
Oh, but I don't hear
Yeah.
anyone yet. Okay.
See, he praises you for that. He said Maurice is my boy. That's the technical boy.
No,
Is
it's
that
all
better?
good.
Hey, you guys hear less feedback now?
Yes, that's better. Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, I needed that. I was asking what's in that video. What was in that video?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. What was that?
The powder room song.
Oh my God, the powder thing.
Oh
my
my
God.
goodness. Can you play it or no?
Ooh,
Can you hear it?
I gotta get back
No.
to this panel, y'all, because I got to see what's going on with this R. Kelly
Okay.
situation.
So you asked me, Sparkle. You asked me, why am I like this? Is because I'm so determined, right, to master the craft. And I don't know if you ever heard of Tony Terry. He's a singer.
Oh yeah, I got him on. He's my Facebook. Well, he's my
Right.
friend, but he's my Facebook friend.
I used to sing one day with him in a show, and I saw him, and he told me, he says, whatever you do, you got to master your craft. And he told me a couple of other things, and coming from him, that was like real huge for me, So, but I want to say hello to everybody in the chat first. I'm so sorry I did not, say anything. Hello, China Black, Brandon, how you doing?
Yeah.
Louise Medina, you already know what it is. Love always, Kimberly Garvin, Mom's
Hey,
Mabel,
Kim. Oh, my girl is
Kyla
on.
Jones. I can go down the line, say
Yes.
hello, how you doing?
I got a
And,
comment on what you said, Maurice.
Yeah, Tony
Okay.
Terry is cool, but I also love to the icon, my sister Shaka Khan, because I definitely had talk with her.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, when it comes down to we're talking about positive stuff now, right?
Yes.
Right. Danny, you got a question? I want to answer this question that they got in the
Yeah.
chat real quick. I
All
seen
right.
somebody put something up. I don't know. Why is your Maurice? Why is your direction the only one Sparkle should follow with being gay? Well,
Oh,
I
come
mean,
on. Here y'all go.
you know what it is. Sometimes we have to get it from all different points of views, and I think that you have a point of view, I have a point of view, and I think that we should not try to stick a fork in people's point of views. I think we should just allow people to express themselves and not be the fork.
And
But
not be one-sided,
I appreciate you and love you so much. Danny, you wanted to ask me a question?
Yeah, I want to make a comment about your comment.
Okay.
Your mentor told you that you have to master your craft.
Yeah.
While deep inside me, I do believe that, but the other side of me feels different. I think with both sides of the brain, there's so many people, there's so many rockers, hip hoppers, and even not talented people out there, non-talented people out there that have made it so successful. So successful. Whether it has to do with music or not, it could be anything. And the reason why they made it is not because they mastered their craft. It's because they mastered the marketing.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so I mean, whatever you do in the industry, you have to master it, and you can't just go out there and on a whim and without practicing or knowing,
take pride in what a person
you're doing,
can take pride in what they
how
do.
you're doing it. Yeah. You gotta master. You can't just say I'm a singer and you don't know notes. Because a lot of times,
I know a singer who says he's a singer, and he gets more shows than I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also different kinds of styles of voice. Everybody has like look at Barry White. Barry White was down here. He was like, yo, 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 yo. Okay, and he had that bass voice. So
What do
his,
you want
you know, some people are gifted with the voice, and then you have some people that have a very high pitched voice. But
Yeah.
but in order for you, if you want to be in the industry, I feel personally, you need to master your craft. And yeah, that's what I feel.
Ooh.
Well, Sparkle has
Man.
mastered the craft.
Love to my Whitney, real talent. I want to make a comment on that because some of them people, I love the music industry and I love my people, but let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all been played for a lot of years. That's all I'm gonna say. Love to Whitney Houston. I love you, darling. Rest in peace, honey.
Well, I mean, if
Explain
you,
that.
well, I mean, he said, explain that.
Oh God, nope.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It's gonna go into the R. Kelly thing,
Who
and
was played?
let me just say, a lot of celebrities and a lot of people are putting up a lot of money to do a lot of evil things. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
And that's the best explanation I can give you, Danny. Because
Well, I agree with that, but I don't know if we're agreeing on the same topic. But I do agree with that. It applies to certain things I have in mind when it comes
Yeah,
to
Bobby.
hospitals and the medication and things like that.
that's all a part of it too. It's just a lot, but
Pharmaceuticals.
God knows. That's all I'm gonna say. God knows.
You know, also if you feed
Hey,
into Sparkle, you know, a lot of things are going on in the world, right? And
Yes.
sometimes we can get caught up in situations, right? Now, I know of a young lady that just recently lost her life.
geez.
She's an internet personality, right?
Condone.
Oh, I heard about that.
And she's from Yonkers, and it's very strange how it happened. And but see, you know, you when you run your mouth, you got to be careful what you say.
Yeah, that's why I said what I
You
said.
understand what I'm saying? Because see, when you sometimes you can talk yourself into a problem, you know, and you know, so just like the platforms that we have, we call it Positive Vibes. Tommy William Positive Vibes. I have my platform Like It Really Is, with Bamboo and Friends. You know, we don't have to worry about that because we're doing something different. You know, we have a creative
Y'all are
mind.
uplifting. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
we
are
have
uplifting people.
This is more of a creative space. Danny, Tommy, I mean, what do you think, Tommy?
Oh yeah, definitely. Creative. We try to keep it positive. Sure.
Sometimes
Tommy,
we get
can I have your
creative in
creative
here.
headphones?
Yeah, man. My
we
mother.
get creative. We
My
make
mother.
jokes up. We start making music. You never know what could happen. We
This
start
platform
inviting
is
Sparkle
the
on. We get very
VIP
creative.
of YouTube. This is the
Yeah.
VIP of YouTube.
Hey, Sparkle, I got another question.
Oh gosh, come on, Maurice.
What
First
is
of all, have you talked? Well, let me ask you a question. Have you talked to Goddess, Tommy, or Maurice? Or
No, I
You know,
haven't actually.
I called Goddess this afternoon, with no
honey, I
avail.
can't
You know.
understand her accent,
Yeah.
so I don't know what she be saying half the time.
Now,
'Cause-
Goddess is good people. She'll surface. She's gonna pop up. You know.
Okay,
You just
where's
gotta, you know. Hey,
Teresa?
look. These are the days of our lives, man. You don't know what anybody's up against and what they're going
Yeah,
through.
where's Teresa?
That's
Where's
right. That's
Teresa?
right.
Teresa's hanging in there. You know, I spoke with her yesterday.
That's my boo.
Today I didn't get a chance to speak with her. I was just telling my wife earlier. I said, you know, it'd be nice if I got her on here. I did get a couple of emails telling me that Teresa was spot on with her readings. So, you know, that definitely made me excited and wanted to get her back on here because, you know, time is something that we don't want to waste, folks. So, you know, if I have people on and they say that they can do certain things, I want to make sure that, you know,
They can
you
do
all
it.
are happy. You all are happy with the, the finished product.
Yeah.
Now
Hey,
I'm
Tommy,
making
you
a
have the
powder
greatest
room
dunk?
video right now as we're speaking. I do
Okay,
things when
that's
I'm on the
cool.
show. So
Tommy,
I'm
don't tell
making
me
that
you're
video.
peeking
I'm waiting for it to process. When it processes, I'll load it in so people could hear the song. We can't load regular songs in. We have to load the whole video,
Yeah.
right?
All right. Good stuff.
So we'll do it
Good
like
stuff.
that. I'm sorry, Sparkle. What were you saying?
Thanks,
No, I
man.
said, Tommy, don't tell me you're peeking out. I heard him yawning. That's contagious because I'll start yawning. Stop it. And then
Nah,
Maurice will start, and you'll start.
nah, that's all right. A matter of fact, I'm eating this cupcake. I have to grab my dinner. I'm gonna stop and
I
grab
love
some
to the
dinner.
cupcakes. I used to do
Yeah,
that too.
Nita.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I'm not a big sweet eater, but Nita gave me this cupcake,
Oh, that
and
look good. Let me see that. Put that up there.
yeah, it's a nice one. It's
That
actually
kid, that is
I've been
pretty. I wouldn't even eat that. I would just put it up. She made that.
no, she
She
picked
did
it
not
up.
make that.
I would
Let me
sell
see.
it.
Put it up to the camera. Oh, it
Yeah,
smells
we
good. It
can't
looks like
see
it
that.
smells.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, baby. Now
I
that's a
would sell
cupcake.
it.
Woo.
Maybe there's someone in the room that wants to purchase
That
that.
looks good.
I want it. Now you give it to me. That's gonna be mine. For my cupcake girls, Diane and everybody. Yes, I love you, cupcakes. My girls are
Yeah,
on point. That Travis Scott situation. What do y'all think about that? Maurice and Tommy. I mean, and Danny. Speaking of cupcakes. Oh
Travis
my
Scott,
God.
that was I was telling people the other day. I think
I would
there's
just
good and bad. I mean, he asked there were two incidents. Okay, one incident, yeah, there were
condolences to a
deaths.
person too. They
There
just
were-
died. A loving person. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I think the promoters are greedy, dirty, nasty, and they don't care about anybody. They just want to pack people in the studio, in the arena. I mean, and they really don't care. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's drinking going on. There's drugs going on. There's all kinds of CO2 being breathed out along with the smoke, along with the drugs, along with the drinking, and people can't move, and they just don't care. The more they pack them in, the more money they're going to make, and they can care less. They just care about the dollar bill.
That's what the
That's
engine.
my
Well,
honest opinion.
let me not say that, but
Well, yeah, I think the same thing. I think that nowadays they're using mosh pits in hip hop now, which was really we never really had mosh pits in hip hop. So now we got mosh pits,
what's
and
my
what's that?
now
What's
for
that?
them to do something like that, to pack everybody in like that, and not really care, and it's all for money, it's just a crazy thing. But like I
Yeah,
said, hip hop has changed and turned into something different, and the music is definitely changing. The youth in the community in the world. But that segue that helps me to segue into asking you a question, Sparkle. What are some of your challenges as a child making your first transition?
Louise has sparked. Do I see your post? Maybe, Louise. I don't know, but I'll check it out. Mo, my challenge. Well, my challenge is basically haters, and I never even thought I would have haters, but it comes with the territory because people
Well, I
people
mean,
want.
I want to say it again. I want to ask it again because it's real. Like, what are some of your challenges as a child? Make
Um,
when you first made your transition, not when you're older, but when you were a child, you made a transition, right? And that was the first beginning. That was the start of your transition into knowing who you are and which you liked and which you was which you catered to more. What was some of the challenges at that point?
um, when I was like I told Zami, when I was with my mom's family, my grandmother, who was always around me. Thank you, but she just basically encouraged me to be myself. I didn't start wearing girl clothes until I think about middle school, maybe 11, 12, no, 12, 13, 7th, 8th grade, whatever. But it's so interesting because my father is more structured as he is in old school and a little, well, I'm not gonna say that, but a little more old school, but
And more disciplined. What you mean? He's more like a lot of
yeah,
old
more
school
disciplined.
people. Old
Yeah,
school
more
people are
disciplined.
very tough, right? So you're saying
Yeah.
tough,
Mhm.
right? So he was tough on you.
Yeah, because
Did you hear about?
'cause he's go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say because he's a Cancer like Wendy, And my aunt is also, I have a lot of cancer. I have my mom's sister's a cancer, my father's a cancer, his sister's a cancer. It's like I see a lot of, so I know a lot of people's antics, and a lot of people like, oh, astrology doesn't, fit into it, but yes, it does, because cancers, they keep a lot of secrets, and they a lot of them, they're very nosy. They want to know all your business, and they are very strategic about telling you theirs. So.
Did you ever hear
But
about Will Smith? Did you ever hear about, sorry, did you ever hear about Will Smith's story the last couple of days when he was trying to lose a little bit of weight?
Yeah, I watched that today.
Yeah,
What happened?
he went from losing weight to having to deal with his inner hurt and his inner pain, right? And his father was this kind of a militant person, like you call me, and but I'm not.
You're not military, just a
So
little more.
so it was said that his father made him build a wall brick by brick, right?
What?
Now, when you say in your situation that you have your father was tough, are you saying it's similar to that?
No, my father wasn't that tough. That's see, there's a difference between being strict and being abused, because that's abuse. I mean, I understand that, and a lot of 40s and 50s and 60s people, they have this notion that if things, because my grandma used to always say, if my father was living, my sisters and brothers wouldn't turn out the way they did, and and people be like, oh, but that's my sister used to say that's olden times, that's older people. And I was raised around a lot of women in my mom's family, and my father's family got women too, but I was raised around a lot of women with my mom's family, so I take a lot of their traits and a lot of their values, and they are very tough as far as I see. And it's like it's a difference between abuse and discipline. Like, we all have discipline at some point. Like, around my father's family, I have to dress. Well, I ain't gonna say I have to dress, but back then, like, if we go to reunions or church or funerals or this, that, and third, which I went to a lot of them, you have to dress like a guy. Even though back then I wasn't even, I knew I was gay. I'm like, why do I have this on? I don't want to have this on. But you know what? So the family don't say nothing in, it has to be, what do you call it, politically correct. I'll wear this, so I'll do this. But it hurt me. But then I was like, what? This is just life. They don't understand. Like, at a young age, I was very mature, because I was like, they don't understand. They don't know. So let me just, because I knew it was something a little bit more than gay. It was more than, But as I got older, I grew into it. Like Teresa was saying, actually, on one of them, she was like, you'll grow into it. You'll be you'll understand why things are the way they are. So I guess the family didn't want shame or whatever. So, but I don't care about a name or whatever, That's
That must have really been a tough position. I know Danny might have to say something.
Yeah.
I want to just end this by saying that, like, I heard you say you was born 5 months, and
4 months early. Mm-hmm.
Right, 4 months early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I get it. I have some friends that have had those kind of situations too as well, and I know there's a lot of pain that comes with some things that come that we have things that happen in our past. So I get it. Danny, what were you gonna say, Danny?
Yeah, there's some passages in the Bible that were written thousands of years ago, whether it's in the Torah or the New Testament. And it's not like the church just try to discriminate against any person who enters the church. They already had the rules thousands of years before any particular person walks into the church or the synagogue, whatever it is. So it's like, don't attack the synagogue or the church, because that's been the rules. And they didn't just make it to discriminate against anybody. It's been like that since the inception. And then somebody made a comment. Louis Medina said she knows about gays running in the genes of people's families. So I want to ask Louise, what Louise, what did they find in the genes that you made such a comment. Can you give us a breakdown of what were in those genes?
Thanks for your comment, Gregory.
Well, speaking of that, let me. I agree with that to a certain extent, but I don't know because it's a videotape of my father at the Gong Show because he used to work with disabled kids in Queens at St. Mary's Hospital, and there's a videotape that I think he has, and maybe my grandmother has somewhere in her house. He had on my aunt's wig, and oh my God, it's just crazy. My grandmother's stockings, it was crazy. But it was for a Gong Show, so him and his friends decided to do like a little joke thing, as he says. So I used to always equate, like, as I get older, I'd be like, well, there's, I ain't gonna say they're against gay people because as he told me, and he told his aunt, one of them before she died, because I overheard them talking. We were at a family reunion in Indiana, and I think I was like 12, 10. And we used to they put on talent shows and stuff, but I actually came back at the break of the conversation, and my aunt was like, and she was such a church person because she had something that happened to her when she was like 17, and she always after that been into the church, and all kids had to be in church at every service, and this, that, and the third. And if you were in her house, you were going to church.
Discipline, a lot of discipline, right?
Yeah, basically. And she's like to the book and all of that. But
I have a question. I have a small question. I'm sorry. Like, was you afraid to come out?
Yeah.
And how was your mother and your father's reaction when you came out?
My mother always knew. My mother always knows. She don't care. My mother's like, at first she was kind of uneasy with it because she still tells me to this day, but this is because of the church that she attends, which is why I look at a lot of church people with the side eye. And I'm going to tell you another story in a minute, but let me just finish this before I forget. So I walked in on the conversation. I think I went to the bathroom, and my aunt and her late husband was sitting at the table, and she was like, "Oh, what do you think about Corey? Or what do you say?" And then I walked up on the conversation, and I looked at both of them. I'm like, and I started to read, but I said, I'm not going to do it because we're in a nice setting. I don't want to get into it. So she was like, "Oh, well, she was like," and he was like, "Well, I don't care. I associate with gay people. I got gay people at my job or whatever." He's like, I don't, they're gay people, but I'm like, you saying that, but it's like, as if it's not one of your, no, it can be anybody else, but if it's not one of your own, then it's like shame to the family. There's millions of gay people in the family. They hide it, a lot of lesbians, a lot of gay people on both sides. So it's like, you're trying to down me or discriminate against me, but then you're supposed to be a church people, that where the basis of the church is to discriminate against gay people. But see, y'all can have us in y'all choirs, leading y'all choirs. Y'all can ask us 3 or 4 times for collections, but we can take our money. But
Brandon Sturgill says men used to wear feminine clothes until 1950. Jesus even wore a dress.
Not all men.
I got evidence against that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it is. But back in the 40s when they had the Cotton Club, they had jeans.
Let's not talk
too much about church, Tommy.
Spirituality, please.
Yeah, please. I know that's why I didn't want to really get on this topic. But what was I saying? Maurice, you asked me something. Oh, Danny, please. Danny, how was your experience? Danny, how was your experience with being? You're Jewish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, my experience.
So how was your experience? Okay.
It was good. It was great.
What is your religion? No, I'm sorry, Tommy. But what is your
my
religion?
Experience? Oh, I could tell you recently my experience. I know they do take money from anybody who's not religious. They don't care.
What?
They don't care. Matter of fact, the money comes from the people who believe less. Let's just say either less or maybe not at all. They hardly believe, and they're the biggest donors that there are. That's where they get their money from. And the people that are more religious, they give less money because they're always studying. They don't even have money.
They don't know. They're on the pedestal. Like shout out to Pop Brown at my church, Faith Baptist Cathedral. It's so funny because every message he preaches is to me. It's funny. He preached 2 Sundays ago. He said, all y'all people sitting in here, right? Y'all saved, right? And he was like, and most of them was clapping their hands. Oh, hallelujah. This, that, and the third. He said, let me tell y'all something. It's going to be mighty funny when y'all get to them gates. And God say, y'all was so saved. Y'all was so devout that y'all had to look down your nose at everybody else. And it's so funny. Like I told you on the previous show, this lady that's supposed to be at church, she's supposed to be one of his daughters, and by faith or whatever. I was in church. I had a sparkly pink skirt on that came down almost to my knee, and some high heel boots, and I had on stockings. And I had on a different wig, but I think it was blonde too. So she goes, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" I'm like, at first I didn't catch it. So I'm like, what do you mean? What am I doing? So I was like, I didn't turn around because I didn't see who it was. I just heard the woman's voice. I'm like, okay, what the hell? I was like, I'm taking a picture to show a church member. So then I turned around and I seen who it was. Now this woman gets on the pulpit and she preaches and, God is so good and so amazing. And you got the nerve to look down your nose at me. So she's like, oh, we got to have a conversation. And I'm looking at her and I said, honey, because I had to think about what I was getting ready to say because I was getting ready to read her out the church. But I said, honey, we can have the, because first I didn't understand what she's saying. I caught it. I said, honey, we can have the conversation, but the conversation is dead. Because I didn't catch what she was saying. Then I caught it. I'm like, listen, you're not going to tell me how to come in as long as Pop and Mom said I can come in this church any way I want to. I'm praising God just like you. And see, a lot of y'all coming here for men, women, children, and everything. I said, I come here for the word, the message. I don't come here for all that foolishness. So she said, well, no, we're going to have the conversation. I said, no, we're not. I said, we can have the conversation, but it's going to be a dead conversation because you're not going to tell me how to dress. I said, and so then as soon as I get no further than to the door, it's 4 ladies standing by the door. Now, one of them does the projector where she puts the words up and stuff. Now, I just found out she's sleeping with the, what do you call it? The music organist, who's the Pops. It's not his child, but he claimed he raised them. He raised all his children.
Well, I'm looking at some of these. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was looking at some of these messages, and I was saying, seeing Kimberly Garvin saying, I believe people who discriminate, people who are gay are not happy with themselves.
Exactly.
And then I see Gregory Smith says, fear of something like being gay can be hard for some of us. And I can see, both ways too as well. Definitely a lot of good comments in the chats. Louise Medina, Brandon Sturgill, and Gregory Smith. Definitely a good topic.
What about vice versa? What if a female discriminates against a male?
Oh, that definitely happens. And we actually had a show. Shout out to Tommy, and shout out to Raven Over and what was his name? Senor Frost. We had an interesting show. I don't know if you guys were watching, but oh my God, that was a powerful show.
And what if they discriminate? What if they discriminate? A straight female discriminates against a straight male?
Oh, they do that. Well, I can't say they do it, but a lot. I see more of, not to be funny, I see a lot of more of my lesbian sisters that discriminate against straight men. Like, oh, I can do it better than you, and it's just weird. I don't know.
No, like, oh, I'm not gonna hang around him. He might rape me. He might molest me. Oh, don't go near him.
Yeah, I see that. I see that a lot. But that's only most of the time I see that with a stigma. Like as far as the P word against a person, like a label is put on a person. Because you know what? Okay, I'm gonna ask both of you guys this question, being heterosexual males. Do y'all think it's always possible for a heterosexual male to be just friends without a sexual advantage towards a heterosexual woman? Like platonic friendship?
No.
At some point.
Yes, if you're with a group of friends. But yeah, if you're with a group of friends and you do it safely, but other than that, no, like just a woman friends with a man, nah, not really.
Like, do you always think there's a sexual idea or sexual thought behind the man's process?
Yes.
I just missed that whole question because my TV shut down. Can you repeat that one more
Oh
time?
wow. I said, like, if it's a heterosexual male and a woman, can they be platonic friends without sex involved, or without him thinking about sex or her thinking about sex?
And it depends on the person, because some people naturally don't think about sex. Some people, up in
Yeah, I mean,
the
you
way
have
their mental facilities operate, have zero interest in sex. There are some people like that. They think that way. There's some out there. It happens a lot with females, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's okay sometimes with older people, but when people are in their prime and there's all kinds of hormones raging, I don't see how that could be possible.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying when you see all hormones raging, you don't see how that could be possible.
How they could have platonic relationships
with
non-sexual relationships when people's hormones are raging and they're at their sexual peak.
So are you Sparkle? Are you saying, people that want to be friends but they have sex and they stay friends?
No. I didn't say friends with benefits, Maurice. Mo, I said heteros like you and, let's say, Teresa.
Oh no!
Like,
wait, stop! No!
I'm not saying.
No. Pick somebody else.
Okay. All right, you and Louise, is that good?
All right.
Like anybody, any homosexual woman and you, like, can y'all just be friends without there being any thoughts of sex? Like, can you just be friends with a woman without?
No, it depends on how she look. If she got a body, we can start being together, and I can start to grow on her. I could start liking her. You never know. If we spend enough time with each other, you never know. We, go into, I don't want to be explicit, but
Yeah, you're gonna jump them bones. I hear you, Maurice. See, Danny, you more relaxed.
I mean, if they have an attraction, then therefore, then something can, possibly can happen.
I mean, it can, but I got a lot of male friends that but I think they all at some point. I think all men, most, I can't say all. I say about 80% of men, they just think about somebody sexually. They may not act on it, but
I had asked you a question before, and you kind of sidetracked it. I said, was you afraid? It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you anyway, man. I asked you if you was, was you afraid to come out? And how was your mother and your father's reaction, in that situation? But I guess that one, I guess he had to go.
I think maybe Sparkle had a technicality and we'll be back. That's my gut.
Yeah,
I don't think that was purposeful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
I mean, listen. Everybody. We got love for Sparkle. Sparkle's a good person. And today's supposed to be the day that we talk about her life and how what it is that she went through and stuff like that, which is a good topic.
Yeah, so it's a great topic, and I want to try to play this video. Let's see if it plays. I guess it's not, so we'll continue.
Learn a little something about it.
No worries. So, okay, fear of something like, for some of us, it could be all kinds of things,
Right.
It could be the fear of being attacked. You don't know. You don't know what happened to a particular person. You don't know if that person was attacked before. And is that why they're afraid?
Right. Fair, right. Well, I mean, listen, there's a lot, going on with. That's why it's good to have, it's good to have Sparkle, speak her truth, and because you never know what kind of help she can, be to somebody else, telling her story and just blessing other people with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Or
You
the
know,
people just straight up evil and they just want to kill everybody and discriminate against everybody. We don't know.
say again.
We don't know if it's the fear of the other person or they just straight up discriminatory and they hate everybody and they want to beat up and kill everybody. We don't know. It could be a
Yeah,
mix.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a reason why, you know, people, you know, there's just you know, just everybody has a story, you know what I mean? And it's always good to just, you know, be able to hear different concepts of it.
Good to get the views. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Louise Medina says, Sparkle, you said that I am bisexual. Rick Ford said,
Oh,
hey, it's China Black. Um,
okay.
Brandon Sturgill says, true, Sparkle, most men has a little sugar in their tank. Okay. All
Who
right.
said
Well,
that?
that's an interesting concept. China Black at Rick
Oh,
Ford, exactly. I have lots of male friends. Star Jackson says, where is Tommy? Rick Ford says, China Black, sometimes it's easier to be friends with the opposite sex.
I think that's a female thing. Females love being friends with the opposite sex because females naturally attack each other. So they're looking to be friends with the opposite sex. But the best thing, no, I don't want to say the best thing. I'll zip it shut. Take the mic.
Right. Um, okay, yeah. So everybody's in there. I'm about to go and do some things. I'm still working on my project with my platform, and it's been a great, you know, journey so far. Doing a lot of things with my platform. So yeah.
I want everyone to please type in YouTube in the air. Let's see if I can type in the chat. I want them to please type in the air sax, like a saxophone, sax man. So I typed it in the chat, and I hope you like this new song. It's related to our show, the Tommy Williams Show. It's in the air tonight, but it's my rendition of it. So check it out. And if you don't love it, then no worries. But if you love it, hit the like button and smash subscribe.
Good stuff. Sorry about the pause, everybody. I had to go to the restroom and get myself situated there.
Yeah, so I'm about to get out of here and make a move. You
Peace,
know, yeah.
Thanks for coming
have
through.
a great day. Y'all take care.
Peace out.
All right.
Stay good.
Sir.
I'll be in touch with you. I'll keep you
touch.
updated. So what's going on, Tommy?
Oh, maintaining here. Here's Sparkle.
Hey,
all right,
y'all,
so
I came back. I thought Tommy went to sleep.
Yeah.
All right. No, I had to use the restroom.
Okay. No, okay.
Yeah. And
listen,
I'm guessing.
Danny.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me ask you. So I have something in the backstage. Should I bring that up? Is that the link?
That's the Powder Girl video. If you're interested in showing it to people, not the video, it's just the song connected to a picture. Our picture.
That would be me, the Powder Girl.
Now what's going? And then you had another song you were going to bring up too. Did you have that clip?
I have another song too, but it's long. Or they can just go there. They can click
the air song.
Yeah, they can just see that on YouTube later tonight.
Okay. All right.
If you have time and you want me to play that, we'll play both. It depends. But definitely play the Powder Girl song. That's a short one. That's like a minute.
Let me go ahead and put that up. All right, everybody, give me 1 second. Let me just put this right.
This thing is interesting with this R. Kelly thing. What do you think about it, Danny? Speaking of, coming out.
I think that R. Kelly likes the young ladies. R. Kelly, but I think it's a problem. We have laws that we have to follow. I think that if he fell in love with a 17-year-old and she was she was out in the field asking for it and lied and said she was 25, then I don't see any harm in it. But if the girl, I don't know what kind of girls he's going after. If he's going after little 12-year-old girls, I think he's sick in the head and he needs to be in prison. But I don't know. I'm not sure about all the details.
Well, there's a
If that
lot
makes
of
sense.
details. I'm on Choke No Jokes panel. Oh my God. Well, now they have Don Russell, this guy that was affiliated with R. Kelly for 7 months, but he took and stole R. Kelly's property. And R. Kelly, when he found out through Sharon Wimbush, his nutritionist, a lifestyle coach, who I'm gonna try to get on here.
Okay.
He called Don and asked for his stuff back. Now, do you believe he should keep the property? Don goes that we're trying to keep the property for safekeeping, but if that stuff was in a warehouse in safekeeping, why would you unload 3 boxes of stuff? That's not yours. Isn't that possession of stolen property by law?
The answer is I don't know all the details, but if it's his property, then the other person doesn't have the right to it.
Exactly.
And I don't think that someone would say, here, take the property. Oh, now give me the property back. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even jive. So based on the little that I know, it already sounds like it's not the person's property.
It's so many players, a lot of the parents that were involved, a lot of the issues that were involved, and a lot of these girls were already discredited by Sharon because they all told lies. Because a lot of them was 17, and a lot of them was 18, and a lot of them was 20. Well, one of them was 33. Miss Kitty Jones from was a DJ, a radio DJ or something. Child, please, these people just want money, and just like it. The name of that saga should be when the price of fame goes wrong. Like, really, I mean, come on. You know,
So
you got Bill
listen,
Cosby, Albert.
we we were talking about the inability or the ability to maintain a relationship or a friendship with a person without going
sexual.
Or going south.
What do you think, Tommy? What do you think about that?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible all the time. There are loads of people. Think about your relationships. People, you don't have any female friends?
Who?
You. Anyway,
sure.
Sparkle,
I have some female friends, but
Sparkle, you have male friends. You have male friends. I mean, you could have female friends.
When I was in my 20s, 30s, you can't have any female friend, not even in the 40s. You can't have a female friend. What sense is it? And especially,
I guess it's case by case. Then I didn't think it was that big. I was listening, but I
excuse
said,
me 1 second. I'm going to be right back.
Wait, I'm confused. What did he say? Because I didn't understand what he said. He said in the 40s or the 50s. What did he say?
No, he was saying that I guess when testosterone for men, when just testosterone is really
oh, high, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm as maybe
it's platonic as a man can get.
Let me just I just have to cruise around, but I had female friends when I was younger, and it was just like a friend. A friend is a friend. I mean, there's that's the inside. When you're thinking about a friend, you think about the inside. That's the inside. That's the essence of a person. You're extract what you need to, that you like about the person to spend more time with. That's what there's attraction. There's an attraction on a platonic level, and there's plenty of relationships like that that I could think of hands-on right now that permeated my childhood, and those are the most I guess the times when it's all like juices are flowing and stuff. But I mean, like you said, for a guy, I guess you could say when aren't juices flowing, but then again, I don't know. I didn't write the book on it.
Some of them have erectile dysfunction.
Right. And you know what? And some people just have more of a some people could just turn that off, and it's not all about that. It could be about other stuff. I mean, when you think about life, think about the pandemic. There's a lot of people I can sit and talk to. There's a whole internet base right here that I could communicate with. People have been on the channel, and they may be, female and to talk and stuff, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna, be all like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to him. At the same time, okay, here I am, 54. Let's flash back to a 24 me or 18 when I was on college campus and I was just losing my virginity and I was going absolutely bananas. All right, let's go there. I had female friends.
Oh wow.
Lots of them.
Platonic?
Platonic. And you know what? I was probably one of those guys. There was probably a piece of me who took a rib out of you. Like I wasn't. I can't say I was always around females. I wasn't. I mean, I was. But I was. When I was around them, It was fun. I was always the funny person and always witty. So I would always drop some gems on them and then bounce and go back over with the guys or go by myself. I spent a lot of time by myself.
I think that's what we relate to.
I think it's possible.
Spent a lot of time. Yeah, I spent a lot of time. Well, I got like, I'll say real friends. 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 girls. The rest of them,
many, right?
No, because a lot of them are shade. No, I can't say that. Let me not say that because a lot of women ain't gonna start going crazy. The ones that nope, not the ones that I've encountered. Well, some of the ones that I encountered are very divisive. I'll say that because they're jealous. Because I can walk through and push through, honey. Because how you doing, okay? Like even God has said, she said, honey, you know why they are mad at you because you have that shape. It was like the back of this part, that shape. Even the men, I'm like, oh my God, that's why they confused me. She said, because you have that little tiny waist and people, and a lot of women are like, oh God, I can't stand you. You have this tiny little beach body. And I'm like, listen, if I prefer it, I'd have one of you. Like I have a thick body like you. I wouldn't want no, I mean, I'm grateful I have it, but I see I can twirl and whirl with the best of them, but I don't know. It's weird.
Would you do any surgery?
Nope. I'm doing hormones now, but that's all I'm doing. Like I told my aunt, my father's sister, who's a little bit more understanding. I told her, she's like,
there's a guy at the pull-up bar where I used to go, and he used to show up, and I'm telling you, he must have had a booty pop in or slid something in his pants or something was going on. Because
I think I saw the video of that. There was one going around.
Listen, let me tell you something. I was over at the pull-up. I was like, what the heck is going on? I mean,
a guy had a butt implant.
Some bun blasters or something. I'm like, he must have done them last night. I don't know what's going on. But
well, you know what you can get? I'll get the butt pads. That's about it. Because that's the only thing I've really taken the hormones for is to get breast and get
crazy.
Butt.
And you know what else he had? He had the pecs. You know how some of the guys are getting pecs in?
Oh, yeah. Like you have. Don't you have the pecs?
Oh, yeah, I got them. I got
you got it, Danny? I can see your pecs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the natural ones. Mine a little bit too big. Whatever.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I know Wendy could do what do you call that thing when you make your chest go? Oh, that's so sexy. I love it. Oh, look at Tommy.
I can't even do it no more.
No, that was Boogie under my shirt. Come here, boy.
Hey, Boogie. Oh, look at Tommy.
Hey.
Yeah. So this female and male friend thing, it's just when you're young, I don't see how people could do it. And when you get older, it's easier. But even when you get older, you really shouldn't do it in the wrong way. I mean, if you want to have some females come over for a party or a special holiday and it's together as a group and everything is good, that's different.
Yes.
That's all.
Love the perfect Pinky. She said, Sparkle, I love you. I love you too. Yo, Pinky, you got to get my number, girl, because we got to go on a cruise. Louise said something about God's party, but she put them back in the lane. She had a lot of friends. China Black said, I have a lot of straight male friends. China Black, we need to see you, girl, because you are the definite CB of the 1-2 breaker 1-2. Susan Thomas. Hi, Tom. Hi, Susan. Hi, everybody. Perfect Pinky, can I have your jacket? I know you still got my robe. Perfect Pinky, we need to get this room together because I know it's 2 people in a room. I don't know if they can do one, but with this cruise information, and thank you, Tommy, for sending out the information. Because I'm trying to see who I'm going to room with. I would definitely room with Pinky because I don't know about my other 2 sisters, Sharice, who actually was on the dating game, and my other sister, Amira, but yes, Pinky. Where are you guys? Tommy, why don't you drop the link real quick? Let's see if some of our super cats and wino, super cat wino, I gotta merge y'all together. the Super Cat Winos gang. I see a lot of these like old documentaries about Harlem and the heroin and the drug addicts, and oh my God, they had the Savage Samurai gang and what was it called? The Renegades, something that was building houses back in the 75 or something. Shout out to Hezekiah and News. I think that's who that is. The real black one of them people. They be digging up a lot of archive footage. Like, Pinky, I love your life too, girl. I gotta come to Germany, honey, and see what's got. I just actually added somebody on Facebook from Germany. Yes, Juanita, Ty, shout out to you. Yes, I do. The Philly. Oh, you in Philly, girl? How is Philly? Because I heard Philly, the clubs closed too early, girl. Ooh, I would go crazy. I heard it closed at 2:00.
Now, so do you want to play this video?
Oh yeah, you can play if you can.
I can't play it from my end. Maybe Tommy thought I was gonna play it. I can't. It won't. Oh, there we go.
Okay, here we go.
There it is. Genius. Hey, oh, you know I got it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. Now this right here, I'm going to take us down so people don't get confused.
Okay.
And then this that's playing or about to play, this that's about to be played is the song for my wife's segment.
Meeting in the powder room.
Meeting in the powder room.
Shout out to the cupcakes. We love you.
Big shout out to the cupcakes, everybody. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Barbara.
Shout out to the cupcakes.
All right, I'm just going to take us down.
Where them girls at?
We went to the powder
Why
room.
them girls leave?
It's more fun in the powder
Who are
room.
they hanging with?
We're on the show with Renita.
It must be good up in there.
It's real good.
Where them girls at? Why them girls leave? Who are they hanging with? It must be good up in there.
It's real good. Put your hands together.
Where them girls at?
We went to the powder
Why
room.
them girls leave?
It's more fun in the powder
Who are
room.
they hanging with?
Crazy.
We're on the show with Renita.
It must be good up in there.
It's real good.
Where them girls at?
We went to the powder
Why
room.
them girls leave?
I like that.
Who
Yeah.
are they hanging with?
I need that
We're
song for
on
my
the show
fucking
with
phone.
Renita.
It must be good up in there.
It's real good.
Good.
Nice.
Thanks for
That's
listening.
nice.
All-star
Honey,
job, huh?
I was over here voguing
Appreciate
down, honey. Yes, God.
Oh, Sparkle was that. She was getting down.
Baby, I need that for the DJs,
The powder
honey. Tom, Danny, that's amazing. We have them girls that in the bedroom. Oh my God! Now all you need is a how you doing? How you doing?
Wait, you might be onto something. Maybe
Yeah, that's
that's
what I was just thinking. voiceover, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, voiceover. How you doing? The How You Doing song.
Yeah.
God, y'all guys, I don't know where y'all taking me, but I love this shirt.
Doing. How you doing?
Tommy, I need those
What's
headphones. They are so nice.
Thank you.
And
Thank
Danny,
you.
I need your where's that thing at that you was playing? What is that? The tuba? It ain't the trumpet. 'Cause I
which
used to
one?
play
Oh, the saxophone. You gonna buy a sax?
That's it. No, I want yours. That one you have the red. What is that? That silver one you
What's
said
going
you
on,
had.
E?
Oh, the
Rick
clear
Force
one?
said me. Yeah, the clear one that you had. Rick Force said me too, Tommy. Plenty of female friends. Okay, Rick. Let me see how you look, Rick. Hey, man.
Susan
Like,
Thomas. I
Susan. I love Wendy. I can't wait till Wendy. When is Wendy coming back, Tommy? The queen has to address this throne, honey. I got to see it so I can really give y'all a taste. And you know you can't have your phones. And I was so upset. And I left my phone at the station. The girl came and bring. She was like, "This your phone? It keep ringing and going off and lighting up." I said, "Yes, honey."
All right,
God.
and here is the intro to the show. We actually, well, you know, for those who didn't get a chance to see it, I'm just gonna play it. I mean, while we're doing it,
Cool. Let's see.
Let me think. I don't. Let me think if I could do it. Let me see.
If
Wait,
you can, I definitely can.
Oh, that's so catchy.
Yeah, nice, right?
Yes. Spark, I see you
Danny
dancing.
said
Yes,
that-
Kim girl, I was
Danny
dancing.
said that to me. I was playing it. I was singing it all day.
It's so catchy. It's like it just catches. That's like, how you doing? Like, dude, first you don't think about it. Be like, how you doing? How you doing? I love it. Oh God, Danny, you are the best.
Amen. Thank you so
I
much.
can't wait for this daggone cruise. Tommy, please play that cruise video. Oh God, I just love seeing that slide. It's such a mess. Y'all need to hurry up. I ain't gonna try to tell y'all what to do, but y'all need to hurry up and get on this cruise, honey. You only got two things, and you cannot beat this. You get unlimited food. Officers reading all the places you can go to, and they said from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep, ain't nothing but activities, rock climbing, line dancing. It's so much stuff I can't even. Oh God, I can't even name all of it. It's amazing.
I think
I told
Sparkle
y'all-
sounds like you could really carry out a commercial.
Yes, I know. It's just no, because I've been listen. It's like I was so against this daggone vaccine, but I said, I said for this Tommy Cats, I gotta be here. This is a once in a lifetime experience. You have to be there. And actually, shout out to my mom and my sisters. They're going to Bahamas Thursday, so I guess they're gonna check it out for us. I wish we can get on a station and go over there. What's that thing the Jetsons used to use? Remember the Jetsons? Oh, that was a funny show. Oh, that's nice. Is that on my screen, that middle thing? Or is that? Oh my God, look at the lion and the lioness.
It's funny, I don't have the video, but I got the song loaded. Hey, do you guys hear this? Here we go. Hey, I'm curious. Do you guys hear this? Did you just hear that?
No.
I'll take that as a no. Okay. No problem. Got technicals over there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. As Nicki Minaj would say. Come on, man.
Ah, boo. Put that picture up, Tommy. That's cute.
Positive vibe with the Tommy Cats Show.
My goodness.
Man. Yeah, you know what? I think it's maybe because my tabs open.
Let me put it in, Tommy.
Yeah, okay.
Positive vibe.
Because I just now
Tommy
found it.
Cats Williams.
Show positive vibes with the Tommy Cats Williams show. Share. Okay, I'm gonna go to share. I'm gonna go to movies. Movies. What's this? That's not the
You recognize
one.
Peter Guns up there? Sparkle?
Vibe with the Tommy Cats Williams.
Yes, I do. Peter is a mess. He was hosting. What was that show?
I was
Cheers.
Peter Guns and Benzino.
Found it.
Oh, really?
That was last month in Miami.
Found it, my brother. Found it. Now
Alright.
What about
says
what's
it's
the one
loaded.
you were with Lamar Odom? Where is he at? Lamb.
Hey Star, how you doing?
Now that's funny. It's not loading. I wonder why is that.
Me too, Tom. Star.
Can you play from your end, Tommy? I loaded it from my
You
end.
know what? When I played it earlier coming in, it was without a glitch. So I think maybe because I have some things running up here, I don't know. But I mean, it was seamless. Well, it wasn't. I can't say seamless. It did stop. It did skip one time or did a little pause, but then it ran through.
If anything has a shot, this one does. If it's in the right format, mine's an MOV format.
Okay,
But that was the other one. The other one was MOV. I don't see why it
Oh,
wouldn't.
look at this. What's MOV?
That's a format. That's a movie format.
Oh.
It's an extension at the end of the movie. It says .mov. Like people listen to music, the extension of the music is .mp3.
This is the information for the cruise, y'all. Gregory Bell, 609-436-5123, gbell@dreamvacations.com. And Tommy, he does have the link up. Y'all
Yeah,
need to come on.
folks, I have the link. I think I put it in the chat. I'm gonna start laying it down in the chat. But you know what? I have it in the community tab. So folks, you might see the crawler that comes on. Thanks for joining in, friends. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Subscribing to the channel will actually unlock a lot of these different things that we're talking about and allow you to get the links that we're sharing. So, a lot of times I communicate with through the community tab. So you'll be able to get the stuff that we're talking about.
My friends who were new to the show, they weren't able to participate in the show. They weren't able to watch the show until they hit the subscribe button. In my case. In their case.
Yeah, and then you want to leave comments. You want to make comments. We're going to have it limited to people who are subscribers being able to communicate and be involved with the chat. So it doesn't cost anything. You just click the button and it just shows that you're here and you're part of the group. That's all. So at any rate,
yes,
it's painless. Now you just sent it over. You did it? Did you just send it?
I loaded a video, but it's not yet. There's a video loaded. Let me do it again. Maybe I got to do it again. And if I do, that's all right. Here, I'm going to do it right now. Load the video. Super Cats intro, outro. Let's see if it does it now. It says something's in there. It looks blank, but it is in there. I guess no one sees anything.
Yeah, I can't see it on my end.
That's funny.
I'm going to try something with Sparkle. Sparkle is down. Let me see if this thing plays. Let me just try to see. You never know. This is my last time trying it, everybody. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that thing straightened out because we want to play it every time we begin and end.
I wonder what happened.
Nothing, right? Nothing, no problem. And Tommy went down, so that's all right too. I'm the only one in the show. I got a man down the fort. So let's read some comments. Who is Peter with now? Amina or Tara? Yes, she's the best. China, neither one of them. Oh, okay. Guess they got tired of him. Now, Tommy will be right back. I bet you either Tommy's computer battery went, he left the plug out of the computer, the laptop, or bad internet connection, or his computer crashed, and he will be up. He will be right up. This I can guarantee you. He will be back. So let's give him some time. Do we have any comments? Do you have any other comments? Okay, guess they all got tired of him. No. Oh, there goes the video. Nice. It's playing my video. Cool.
Positive vibes with the Tommy Cat Show. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cat Williams Show. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cat Williams Show. Positive vibes with the Tommy Cat Williams Show. Positive vibes. All right.
All right. Now, some of those words got blocked out from the text.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's okay. We're back.
Positive vibe.
It's funny.
All right.
It started playing when you left. Something with the
Yeah.
computer was holding it back.
Yeah, that's what was going on. That's why I was like, let me go ahead and just get out and come back in. And that's what happened.
I was hacking into Tommy's computer. I shut him down by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, folks. I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I want to thank everybody for coming on here. We've been on for a little bit, just shy of 2 hours. I think that's plenty of time for us to, have fun on a Tuesday. So thank you so much for taking some time out to be with us and for allowing us to spend time with you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. For those of you going places, travel safely. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tomorrow again is the meeting in the powder room with Nita and friends, and it's going to be airing at 9:00. There are actually 2 episodes in, and I've been getting some great reviews, some great comments. Thank you so much for all the kind words and suggestions on how to make the show better. For those of you who are just coming in, or for those of you winos or just people passing through the station, thank you so much for giving us a shot. You'll always be certain that you'll always find positive energy here. You don't have time for anything but. And also, I'm very reachable. So if you want to reach out, if you have any kind of comments or any kind of advice or input, or you want to just try to talk, feel free to reach out. Okay, you can reach me at trainwithtommy@gmail.com, trainwithtommy@gmail.com. I encourage you to drop me a line. And it's good to have Danny D. Rock back on. And also,
Thank you so much.
Maurice. Now, this is like a throwback type thing. And Sparkle, thank you so much for curbing things just a little bit to accommodate the channel. Hate to, we're not trying to lose anybody. If anything, we're trying to move on and keep all the wheels and people on the bus.
Yes. And we got a video. There's a video in the oven. If you would like to end it with that video, it's up to you. Balls in your court.
All right. Spectacular. So we're going to go ahead and shut things down, folks. I'm going to turn it over to the video and enjoy. And we'll catch you all tomorrow evening for the meeting in the powder room. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, everybody. And here we go. Stay on. I want to play the video.
It's a nice video. If you guys want to get intimate with each other, you want to create some babies, or you just want to relax. What's going on with this video over here? Here we go.
All right, I'm bringing it up.
Or you just want to be reminded of the show.
This man.
I think people can create big families with this song.
You're like the snake charmer with that horn.
It does sound like one.
So when he talks of being a friend, just a friend, go out of the window when you blow this horn, because you might charm the snake.
I might charm one too many friends. You know, my client ladies are my friends.
Yeah.
Many, many ladies that are my friends and are my clients. But, you know, they're married and it's business.
Folks, if you're leaving, have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful evening.
Well, Louise, whose picture do you want me to show? Your picture? You gotta show somebody playing the sax.
Good night, Susan. Great, Danny.
Yeah, thanks for playing it.
Makes me want to go turn on an old episode of Miami Vice.
Wow. Yeah, think about it. 86.
Yeah.
This was the prom song back in 86. You believe that? The senior prom song. The days of Miami Vice, you're right.
Thank you, China Black.
Yeah, you can check this song out on YouTube. Just type the words in the air, Sax Man, or Danny Rock, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Senator Ross. This might be a show that you want to rewind and watch from the beginning, Senator Ross. Very good show tonight, I must say. We had all the right ingredients. Special recipe for a great show.
I learned a lot from this show. I learned about life.
I'm on a nice vibe right now. My house smells like peach. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm in the air right now with Danny and Tommy. Ow! And the dress is
Sparkle's gonna go get a date now.
Okay, Sir Ross. Sounds good, buddy.
Thank you, China Black.
All right, perfect Pinky. Woo, morning time.
Early bird.
Bird is the word.
All right, so everybody, I'll catch you guys later. It's about to end.
All right.
It's been
Good
great.
stuff, Danny.
It's been a great show. Let's do it again.
Fantastic. All right.
I'll see you.
Auf Wiedersehen. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thanks for checking in to the show.
Ciao.
Good night, family.
Ciao, man.
You know what that sounds like? The Quiet Storm. Soft and warm. Quiet Storm. Oh my God, I used to put me to sleep.
You can get down with your mate with this song.
Yes, God. Or you can be in a jazz. Or you can be in a jazz club. I gotta find a jazz club to go to. Tommy, got any jazz club?
Tommy, play that song with Renita tonight.
Oh God.
Let me know how it went.
Pregnant by the Boogie! You gotta
play that song with Renita. You'll have twins in 9 months.
Oh man.
Twins one of my family. Both died. I think I was a twin or a triplet. I can't remember.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you, Combo. Thank you, Danny D. I need a copy of that song, Danny, for the cruise.
Talk to you soon, Danny. I'll give you a call. Call tomorrow,
Looking
Sparkle.
forward.
I'll give you a buzz tomorrow as well. Okay. You will both have a
Looking
nice
forward.
night. Good night, everybody.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you for watching the show. Good night. Good night.